an automobile production line turns out about 100 cars per day. But deviation occurs maybe because of any reasons. Production of cars are described by the probability distribution as given below. Finished cars are transported across the bay at the end of each day by ferry. Here, ferry is a company which transports all the finished cars to the market. If ferry has space only for 101 cars, what will be the average number of cars waiting to be shipped? And what will be the average number of empty space on the ship? Simulate the production of cars for next 15 days, considering the random numbers given here. So as a first step, what we need to do, we need to create one table here, and we'll try to put it in here. So this table will be containing columns like production per day. Production per day is given in our case 95, 96, 97, and that goes up to 105. Okay, then probability of that production is also given 0.03, 0.05, 0.07, 0.10, 0.15, 0.20, again 0.15, 0.10, 0.07, 0.05, and 0.03. So this data is already given in our case, so we need not worry about it. Next thing what we need to do is, we need to find out the cumulative probability. Cumulative probability. For the first case, it will be the actual probability. And from the second case onwards, we need to add the previous probability with the current case probability. So here in our case, it will be 0.03 plus 0.05. So that will come to 0.08. The next cumulative probability will be 0.08 plus 0.07. So that will be around 0.15. Okay. So finally, when you do this, your final cumulative probability will be equal to 1. Now we got the cumulative probability. By keeping this, we are going to create the random number interval. Okay. So how do we generate the random number? So can you tell me what will be the random number for this cumulative probability? Yes, wait. 0 to
2.
Very good. Then
3 to 7.
3 to 7. Good.
8 to 14.
8 to 14.
15 to 24.
15 to 24.
25 to 39.
25 to 39.
40 to 59.
40 to 59.
60 to 74.
60 to 74.
75 to 84.
75 to 84.
85 to 91.
85 to 91.
92 to 96. And 97 to 99.
Exactly. So this is what we used to find out in the first table. Okay. This is table number 1. Then we move on to table number 2. In table number 2, what we do? We used to take the, when we are going to simulate the production for next 15 days. So we used to calculate the number of days. So days will be simulated for 15. Then random numbers, that is given in our case. Random numbers are 97, 2, 80, 66, 96, 55, 50, 29, 58, 51, 4, 86, 24, 39, and 47. So random numbers are also given in our case. Okay. Now what is the next step? We need to find out the daily production, right? Daily production varies between 95 to 105. Okay. But the company has a capacity to produce 100 cars in a given day. Daily production, we are going to identify by keeping this random numbers and random number interval. So first random number is 97. So what is the corresponding production day per day? It is 105. Okay, so 97 lies in the random number interval between 97 to 99. So the corresponding demand or production for that day is 105. So we are bringing 105 here. In the second case, or the second day, the random number is 2. So the corresponding production on that day is 95. And third random number is 80. 80 lies between 75 to 84. So the corresponding production is 102. And next random number is 66. 66 lies between 60 and 74. So where the production is 101. Fifth day it is 96 random number. So that lies between 92 to 96. So the corresponding production is 104. And sixth day it is 55. So 55 lies between 40 and 59. So the corresponding production is 100. So we bring 100 here. And for seventh day it is 50. 50 again comes between 40 and 59. So again we get 100 production on that day. Eighth day it is 29 random number. So 29 comes between 25 to 39. The corresponding production is 99. So we take 99 here. And next one is 58. 58 comes between 40 to 59. And their corresponding production is 100. We take 100 here. And next random number is 51. 51 comes between 40 to 59. Again, it is 100. 11th day, the random number is 4. So 4 comes between 3 and 7. And the corresponding production is 96. 12th day, it is 86 random number. 86 comes between 85 to 91. So the corresponding production is 103. And next random number is 24. 24 comes between 15 to 24 and the corresponding production is 98. Next random number is 39. So 39 comes between 25 to 39 and corresponding production is 99. And finally, we have 47 as a random number. 47 comes between 40 to 59 and its corresponding production is 100. Okay, now we got the daily production of cars for a next 15 days. So this is the daily production of cars for the next 15 days. Keeping this, we need to find out two more things like what will be the average number of cars waiting in the waiting to be shipped. So on a daily basis, this transporter can carry only 101 cars. Okay, so 101 cars we can able to transport from the production location. And beyond 101, that has to be taken to the next day. Okay. So what is asked is, what will be the average number of cars waiting to be shipped? So we are going to find out cars waiting to be shipped. Cars waiting to be shipped can be calculated based on 105 minus 101. 101 is nothing but the capacity of the transporter to transport the cars from production location to the market. Okay, if more than 101 cars are produced, those cars cannot be transported by this transporter. So whatever is in excess of 101, that will be waited for the next day to be shipped on. Okay, so now similarly, we used to find out the average number of vehicles waiting in the factory to be shipped on. So wherever we got this negative value, that we denote it as 0. Okay, 0 means there is no number of cars waiting in the factory to be shipped on. Okay, this is about number of cars waiting. Next one, we need to find out the empty space. What is going to be the empty space for this production schedule? Empty space, how are we going to calculate this? That is based on again the capacity of the transistor. Here, 101 cars can be transported on a given day. If number of production is less than 101, then there will be some empty space in the vehicle to be shipped. Okay, so again we take this capacity as 101. How did we get cars waiting to be shifted? Okay, again I will explain one more time. Our daily production is found out here. Okay. On the other side, what is given in our case is finished cars are transported across the bay at end of each day. Okay, at the end of every day, all the finished cars are transported. Okay, the transporting vehicle that can carry only 101 cars. Maximum of 101 cars can be accommodated in that vehicle. Okay, if you produce 101, 105 units, then that vehicle can carry only 101 car. Then you may be having 4 cars waited on your factory to get shipped. Okay, if you are producing only 100 cars, then the production, the capacity of the vehicle is 101. So there will not be any cars waiting in the queue or waiting at the factory to be shipped. Okay, so by keeping the capacity of the vehicle which is transporting these finished goods, we are going to find out the number of cars waiting to be shipped. Okay, so this is on a daily basis. Okay, so on the first day we are producing 105 units. Out of that 105 units, our vehicle has the capacity to transit 101 cars. So 101 cars are taken to the market, and remaining 4 cars that will be left out in the factory. Okay, so they are waiting for the next return to get transported to the market. Good. And next thing, what we need to find out from the given case is what will be the average number of empty space on ship. Okay, so our vehicle is having the capacity to carry 101 cars. Okay, if our production on a given day is less than 101 cars, then that vehicle, what we use to transport the finished product, that will have some empty space. Okay, instead of carrying 101 car, the vehicle may be carrying a number which is less than 101. Even if you are carrying, if the vehicle is able to carry 100, one space will be left out. Okay, so that we call it as empty space. How do we calculate it? Yes. Again, by keeping this 101 shipping capacity, I mean production minus the shipping capacity. Or we will put it like this. So for easy understanding, I can put like this: 101 minus the number of things. Right. Now, what we can find out here is we just found out the difference between the capacity of the ship and the daily production. Okay, so we will remove all these negative values. Negative values denote that there are excess. Okay. Now, what we can find out from this case is whether the answers are correct. Yes. Right. So now, wherever you find numbers, that number denotes that is the number of vacancies or empty space on that ship on the given day. Okay, so other days we can mark it as 0. Okay. Once again, I repeat how to calculate the empty space on the vehicle. The capacity of the vehicle is to transport 101 cars. Okay, so this empty space will be calculated based on the number of daily production. Okay, the number of daily production on the first day is 105. The capacity of the vehicle is to transport 101 cars. So the vehicle is full. There is no empty space. Okay. But in case of second day, the capacity of vehicle is 101 and the production is only 95. When only 95 units are produced on that day, we will be able to load only 95 cars into that vehicle. So there may be a space of there may be a space to accommodate another 6 more cars. Okay, similarly, when the production is 102, and when we are able to load 101 into the ship, the ship is full. Okay, even though we have excess production, there is no empty space on the ship. Okay, so that is how we used to calculate this empty space on the ship. Okay, now what is asked? What is the what will be the average number of cars waiting to be shipped? Okay, what we found out is the number of cars waiting to be shipped on a given day. What we have to find out is average number of cars waiting to be shipped. So how to find out the average? Just the average of all these numbers. Average of all these 15 numbers. So that comes to 0.66. So when we round it up, it will be around 1. Okay, so we cannot say that 0.6 cars are waiting in the, on average 0.6 car are waiting. That is not the right way. We have to round it to the nearest integer. And we say that on an average, daily, 1 car is kept waiting in the godown to get shipped. Okay, similarly, we are going to find out the average number of empty space in the vehicle. Okay, so the average number of empty space in the vehicle is found to be 1.5. So we used to say round it up to 2. Okay, so the average empty space in the vehicle is found to be 2 on a given period. Okay, so this is what the answer for the given case. Average number of cars waiting in the system and average number of empty space existing in the system. Okay, so we have generated the demand, I mean the production for the next 15 days. So that production is given in this column. Okay, so this column value denotes the simulated value for production for the next 15 days. So this is table number 2. Okay, so that's the answer for this particular case.